Hi, welcome to the video. This is Mike, Fylde Coast Flips. This video is going to be kind of a bit of a mixture of bit of this, bit of that, kind of a day in the life type of thing. Because right now, unfortunately, I have COVID. I have COVID, my kids have COVID, and we are at home self-isolating. And yeah, my partner Claire has somehow up to now managed to avoid getting it, which is great. It's been a few days now, so hopefully she doesn't get it. And it's meant from a reselling point of view, we've been able to continue on kind of as usual. So I've obviously been off work. I've been working from home though, and the sales have continued to kind of come in, and my partner's been able to go off to another part of the house and just kind of package this stuff up away from the rest of us. Yeah, it's great that she doesn't have it because, it would have impacted our reseller business quite a lot if she did. It means we obviously, it just would have made everything a lot more difficult. We probably still could have done it. We would have had to have packaged stuff up, left it for a few days, and then arrange for somebody to come and pick it up from us. It's just, we probably wouldn't have done that. We probably would have just put a 5, 6, 7 day, whatever, handling time on our stuff. And we probably would have just done that, which would have made, sales would have suffered if we'd done that. Yeah, so that's what's happening right now. Everyone is fine. I feel a little bit ropey. My kids are completely fine. This is the first time any of us have had it, and the fact that it happens now when numbers are relatively low. So that's enough about COVID. I've got something I want to show you here. Now, this is not something I would just buy lightly. Do you know what I mean? This is an expensive item which we've treated ourselves to. It's kind of like an early Christmas present for me. Well, my Christmas present, plus my kids' Christmas present, plus kind of advent calendar type thing, because we didn't get the kids any advent calendars this year. Instead, we have got this. I will turn you around so you can have a look. It's a little bit dark in here. Tell you what, I'll put the light on. That's better, you can see it now. But yes, it's the Lego Home Alone set, which is just look at it. It's part of the Lego Ideas range. It's a set where somebody has come up with the idea, either built it from scratch themselves, or they have gone onto a Lego computer program, don't know what it's called, but they kind of design it on there and they submit it to Lego, and if Lego likes it, they will commission it, and that is what they've done right here. I don't know if Lego changed a few things around or what. Obviously they would have had to have got the license to have it Home Alone themed. Yeah, really, really nice set. My kids love Lego, especially my eldest son Milo. He absolutely loves Lego, and I've always been a kind of a fan, but when I saw this Home Alone set, I love Home Alone, he loves Lego, we're all going to kind of build this together. And there's actually 24 separate bags in this box, which is I don't know if it was an afterthought or whether it's planned from the beginning, but it's kind of you can do it so you build a bag each day throughout December, and that's what we're going to do. I've never bought a set this big before, never spent anywhere near this much on a Lego set before. It was £230. You did get a free gift, which is worth probably about 15 quid. And you get a load of points, VIP points, which are, I think, probably worth about 5 to 8 quid for this one. So, you're getting a little bit of money. This is the Lego website was the only place you could buy this set, unless you want to spend £300 plus and buy it on eBay. But yeah, if I had the money, I was seriously considering buying up a load of these and just keeping hold of them for a couple of years, because this set will absolutely go up in value massively, unless they kind of recommission it next year, make changes or something like that. But I don't think they usually do that, and especially not with the ideas range. I could be wrong, but I can't think of a time that I've ever seen an ideas range be kind of recommissioned a few years later or anything like that. So, but I guess if anything is popular enough, they might do that. But I would still, I think, I mean, they're out of stock on the website. They came back in again and they've gone out of stock again. I think that's probably going to be it for this now. I can't see them getting more. Yeah, just look at it. It's you got all the kind of characters. I think it shows them here. You get 5 minifigures with this set. You get the mum, Kevin, the 2 bad guys, and the old guy. Yeah, we just recently watched the film. My kids have absolutely no idea that they're getting this. So I'm gonna wrap it up in just a second, and they've got advent calendars here. We didn't buy these; other people have bought them. This is basically our advent calendar, and every year we're gonna dismantle it after Christmas, and every year the plan is to build this throughout December, unless it's one of those sets that's like really, really like difficult, and then we will see on that. And by the way, if I sound a little bit ropey, I'm sorry about that. So I feel okay, but I do feel, a little bit worse for wear. I can hear it in my voice myself, so excuse that. It's also 12:30 at night, so yeah. But let's have a look at the back. Yeah, check it out. How cool is that? Like they've even got like the Michael Jordan on the train going around, like from one of the scenes. I think you build it in a way where it's playing out in order, like some of the main scenes of the film. The way that you build this, so you're not just like building it kind of willy-nilly. There is an order to it, as well as there being 24 bags. So yeah, I just really like the idea. Everything about this is right. It's like this was built for me. I love Home Alone. I love Christmas. I love Christmas films, and I love Lego, and it's all in one for me. Like a lot of people like the Star Wars sets, the big Star Wars sets, and the train sets and all that kind of stuff. None of that really appeals to me. As soon as I saw this, which was completely by accident, I didn't even know it was coming out. I just saw it. I was just randomly looking on the Lego website, and I just came across it, and I was just like yes. If I can kind of make it my main Christmas present. It was going to be this or an Apple Watch, and I chose this over an Apple Watch. Yes, I know. Is that a good decision? I think it is. I would much prefer to do this with my family over Christmas and many Christmases to come than get an Apple Watch. I can get an Apple Watch next Christmas, whenever. But this, as I say, I don't think they'll recommission this. I just don't think they will. But I don't know, if you've got any interest in getting this set, just keep an eye out, because they might do. It'll probably just randomly come in stock at some time between now and Christmas. But if you want it, get it before Christmas, because they will then be gone, probably forever, I would have thought. But yeah, I think, Home Alone, the fact that they got the rights to do this, and the fact that it's a £230 set. Now, I know that's a lot of money, it is, and as I say, this is by far the most I've ever spent on a Lego set. But usually for this amount of bricks, this size of a set, because it's going to be quite big once it's built, the fact that it's like, a licensed tie-in, and also it's got, exclusive minifigures. There's exclusive coloured bricks, I believe, in here that they don't use very often. And there's also a few things in here that they are brand new for this set. All these things together, as I say, I'm no expert, but all these things together usually would mean it's a more expensive set than this, but 230 quid is actually a really good price for what you get in here. You know it's going to be a popular set when you got people on eBay already, like they've done light up bricks for this, so you can have it all you know, really nicely lit up, which obviously a lot of people are going to want to do because it's a Christmas house. A lot of people will probably be doing the same as what I do, building it every Christmas. And if this was all lit up, it would look amazing. It really would. So I'm not going to get the whole kit. There's a whole kit you can get for about 70, 80 quid, and it's remote controlled and everything. I'm not going to do that. I've spent enough, but I might get a few kind of little maybe lamps for outside that light up, something like that. We'll see on that. So because of COVID, unfortunately, we have not been able to go away. We were supposed to go away last weekend and do a whole thing. We had loads of stuff planned, including going to see Father Christmas. We had like a theme park tickets, you know, hotel booked. We were going to go see my sister, go out for a meal, and all sorts of stuff we had booked. So we've had to reschedule it all. Luckily, we have managed to do that by some miracle. I don't know how there was availability this kind of close to Christmas, but there was. So we've managed to rearrange all that, which is great, because we were thinking, you know, that's it. There's going to be no Father Christmas visit. There'll be no nothing. So it's nice that we've managed to do that. That is good. Yeah, last week my car had issues and I had to go into the garage, and it was hit and miss whether it was going to be ready for us actually going away. In the end, it was ready like 2 days before we were gonna go, and then obviously we didn't go. But that was not a cheap repair, so that was pretty annoying. And then we had a massive tile come off the roof, like one of the main ones that near the bottom of the roof on the corner, which we need to get somebody out to fix. That won't be cheap. I could go on. We got a leak in the bathroom. Anyway, you don't want to hear about all this, but I'm just saying, generally a little bit fed up with it all, to be honest, right now. So I definitely need this right now. I definitely need a bit of enjoyment in my life. So this video is going to be a little bit all over the place. It is going to be reselling related for the most part. I've got a few things that I'm going to show you, but we're going to start by going back a few days to last Thursday, the 25th of November, where I was outside of an Aldi. Some of you out there, resellers amongst us, may know what I might have been doing at 8 AM outside an Aldi. Wasn't planned, it honestly wasn't. I just wanted a couple for my kids, but you know what I'm like, it got a little bit out of hand, shall we say. But yeah, let's go across to that footage and then we will continue the video after that. So it's Thursday the 25th of November and I'm just about to head to Aldi. I've got one that's opened fairly recently, quite close to me, so I'm going to head down there and see if I can get some of the plush toys that they've released. These ones, and they're on the back as well. Now I'm going as a dad after some for his kids and not as a reseller, but you know what I'm like. I can't guarantee that if there's a stockpile of a few bits, I might end up buying a few extra than I need. Possibly not. I feel a little bit bad about doing this because, you know, I'm buying these for my kids. A lot of people want them to buy them for the kids, but you know, it's the morals of reselling, you know, some people would do it without blinking an eye, some people wouldn't, but you know, I'm going to try and get at least one or two for my kids. Marcus Radishford is probably going to be the first one to sell out, I reckon. Apparently there's a caterpillar as well. Now, has anybody seen the advert? And in the first few seconds of the advert, in the background, there's a caterpillar who's being walked along by two policemen, arrested, and it's like a nod to the whole Colin the Caterpillar, and what was the other one called? Cuthbert, was that the Aldi one? I don't know. All the supermarkets have their own one, don't they? Cuthbert was one of them, but
the whole legal battle that they had. I don't know if it was really a legal battle, was it? I don't know. But whatever it was, that's a nod to that in the background, and they're selling them apparently in the shop, so I definitely want to get a couple of them if I can. Yeah, a banana Scrooge, etc. Anyway, I need to go. I'm not getting there for the moment it opens. There will be a massive queue. If I get there in time to show you, I will show you that massive queue outside. I'm gonna just kind of walk in once the queue's kind of gone, see what I can get, if anything, and I will let you know. So I'm getting there just before 8 and there is no queue, so I'm guessing they've let them in early, because there's, the car park here says it all. There's probably 30 odd cars, maybe 40 odd, and they wouldn't all be here at this time on a random Thursday. So yeah, I can see everyone's checking them out as we speak. That's okay. I knew, I could easily have got here early, been up since like 6, but I just didn't want to get into the whole scrum of things. I just didn't like Jingle All the Way, that kind of thing. Good film if you're feeling in a Christmassy mood, but I ain't bothered about that. As I say, I'm not here on a reselling mission. I'm just here to get a few of whatever I can. So anyway, let's go see what we can get. I'll see you in a second with what, if anything, I have actually found. Right, so I went in and they had everything and loads of it. So it was so difficult not to buy everything. So I bought everything. I honestly wasn't going to. I thought there's probably going to be one of these left, one of these left, and I'll just grab whatever's left, just a few bits, a couple for my kids, maybe a couple to keep hold of, or just to get out every year at Christmas, whatever. I don't know. I wasn't really thinking much about it. I asked the guy at the counter, I said, was there a massive queue? He said, no, there's only like 15 people. So is the whole Aldi plush toy thing dying out a bit? It could be. I don't know, but it didn't stop me from spending a total of £91 and 76 pence. Yes, I know, okay? I know, right? Yeah, I've grabbed one of each one, and listen, most of the people there were doing the same, and not everybody there was there just to get these. They were doing the shopping, but when they saw them, they were just like, they were doing the same as what everyone was doing, okay? Now, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll probably end up reselling some of this, probably, but I'm gonna maybe give a whole set to my children. There's no point in them having a whole set each. I mean, madness, right? The amount of cuddly toys we've already got in the house, not needed. Or I might just pick a few out, and then the rest, I don't know. I might even give them away, either to friends and family as presents, or maybe even on the YouTube channel, possibly. Might do some kind of giveaway on here. I don't know yet. As I say, I didn't plan on getting all these. Here they are. I didn't plan on it, but there you go. When you're faced with all this in front of you, you're allowed 2 each. So I got 2 each. These are definitely going on my tree. There's some, I think they're at the bottom of the box. It was the first things that went through the checkout, but there's some Christmas decoration ones which I love, and they just look a bit like those ones, but like that size, for your Christmas tree. So they will be going on my Christmas tree for definite. So there you go. Has anybody else out there? There must be somebody who watched my videos who's done the same as me, because most of you are resellers, right? So have you done the same? And what you could easily do now, and I'm not going to do it, but you could easily now go back in, get more, go to a different checkout. Obviously morally wrong, but you're not breaking the law, are you, by doing that? But if you went with a friend or two and you all got 2 lots each, then if you wanted to resell them, you could. I don't like the idea of reselling these for a massive markup on eBay. I don't like the idea. I wouldn't be bothered making a little bit on them, but I'm not thinking like tripling the price or anything. Like in previous years, some of the stuff has been like, I don't even know, like disgustingly high prices. I'm not looking at doing anything like that. But we will see. I just thought I would mention this. I know some people are probably going to hate on me a little bit for buying them, but don't care, to be honest. I don't. Hey guys, it's Friday and I've had a really crap week. I have, and I don't want to bore you with it all, but part of it was to do with the car. That started off the week and then it just got worse as it went on. Anyway, the car at least is okay right now, and I have managed to get out to a charity shop. Not been out to them all week. Don't think I went last weekend either. I don't think I'll be going this weekend. Again, won't go into it, but we'll see. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll manage to get out to a couple. But also, I've not done all that much listing. I've been selling okay. There's been a few good sales, and enough for me to, I think, maybe do its own separate video within the next couple of weeks or so. I'll do a little video on a few of the bits that I've sold. And for now, I'm going to head in here, see what we can find to resell for a profit on eBay.
So I just thought I'd quickly show you what I got like this. I didn't get anything from the first place, but from this one I had a big basket full of stuff, but half of it, when I actually looked into it a bit further, there was either issues with it or it just wasn't worth much. It wasn't selling for a lot. This is a Tupperware bread and butter item. Had this one a couple of times in the past. It was only £1. I think these sell for about 12 quid thereabouts plus postage. Never had this before. Didn't look this one up. It was only £1. Proper Simpsons branded. I'm sure somebody will get this for pancakes on Christmas morning, something like that. And then this set of pans, it was 5 quid for the set of 3. I've never actually heard of this brand before, but I looked it up. Mayer. And some of them can go for pretty good money. I thought for 5 quid, I'll give them a go. They're in pretty good condition, you know, they're well used, but plenty of life left in them. No lids. Estimate, I don't know, 30 to 40, maybe, something like that. Obviously pans are quite popular coming into Christmas, people getting them so they can do the Christmas dinner or buying them as gifts for people. So 5 quid, definitely make a decent profit on them.
So that's it, not a lot, but I still have like a stockpile of stuff to go through to get listed, and I reckon I can get there. I've been thinking about it, I've been getting through stuff, and I reckon I can get to the end of this pile before Christmas. Ideally it would all be up to date now. We're just about to come into, well, it's the end of November now, and you know, ideally everything would be up to date at this point. There's actually Black Friday today, so I've done a 15% off on almost everything on my eBay store, starting last night and finishing on Tuesday. I think I've run it too. So already had a few things sell through that sale, a few things that have been listed for a long time that have suddenly just sold. So it could be coincidence, but it's probably due to the sale that I've got on. So yeah, I'm also getting quite a few, like, because I have best offer on everything, and I keep that on even when I'm doing a 15% off sale. I know a lot of people say you shouldn't do that, but I do. I keep it on. You do get a few people, you know, trying it on. You know, there's obviously already 15% off, and then they send in like another like 10 to 20% off of that. So, and yeah, but you just you know, you stick to your guns to some degree, but at the same time, like those sticky kind of things that you've had for a while, don't mind doing like another 5 or 10% off certain things. So I'm happy to, you know, negotiate on certain things, but stick to your guns, I guess, on the more expensive, more desirable items. Don't go like selling them kind of drastically low. Usually if I send offers out, I don't tend to go, I mean, 20% is the absolute maximum usually, unless it's something that I've had for ages, or maybe it's something that's not had any interest since the day I put it up, and I'm thinking, right, well, how much did I pay? Let's just clear it and get rid of it. But usually 15-20% maximum is what I send out to people as a best offer.
So I thought it'd be good to tell you about a few things that have sold over the last few months. I'm going to jump in here and there, tell you about a few things, and then we'll continue on with some different content. Yeah, that's how I'm going to do it in this. You know, I said it was a bit of a mix, this video, and it is going to be a bit of a mix of this, that, bit of reselling, bit of not. You know, I'm here in the house, I can't go anywhere, so yeah, I am somewhat limited to what I can do, but I'm still trying to get stuff, you know, photographed, listed, and yeah, I'm still working as hard as I can. It's obviously fourth quarter, need to get that stuff on. There's no point in it being stuck in my shed. We need to get it listed, get it sold, get it out to somebody. So I'll start with this one. I will put a picture on the screen of what the item is. It is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles van and a few characters. A couple of the characters I already had, a couple of the characters came with it. Put it together, little bundle, and $34.99 plus postage on that. I paid, I think, about £5 for the van from the charity shop, and 50p to £1 for each figure, I think. So not too much into that. Profit, what, about 25-ish, thereabouts, 22 to 25, something like that. I'll show you these because I bought all these up earlier in the year from, I think it was Home Bargains, and I paid, I think it was £3 each. This was early in the year, I think it was like February or March, and they were selling them off, and I thought they'll do really well around Christmas, and they've done okay. I mean, the profit is not a lot, but it is retail arbitrage. So £3 each. I'll put them on the screen now. I've sold many of these. I'm down to my last few now. I think I sold maybe 10, maybe more. Next is these. These are Vauxhall Corsa Come On toys. Two of. I got them from a charity shop for £5 each. They were half price. They were 10 quid each. Wouldn't have bought them for that price, but for £5 each, gave them a go. It was that really expensive charity shop. You might remember it from a previous video. The games are like really expensive. It was that one, but £5 each. Sold them for £35 plus postage on top, and not yet. So you know, not too bad. £10 into 35. Next is these, bit of a random one. It was a set of 4 ashtrays. Don't know if I featured this in the video or not. They were £1 each, so £4, and they sold for £30 plus postage. They were, you know, nothing special really. They were in good condition. They were possibly marble, but not sure. It could be like quartz or something. So not bad on them. Ashtrays, hit and miss, I find. Some of them do quite well. Some of them just sit there forever. So right now it is the next morning. It's early. I've been getting up early and trying to get a load of stuff listed. So I've got a load of stuff here that I want to try and get photographs of. Hopefully I'll get it listed a bit later on today. I've got a load of PlayStation 2 games. This is from that bundle that I got recently. This is the ones that are worth selling individually, plus a few PC games which I've not looked into yet. Probably not much money in them. And then in here we've got a load of just like random stuff, a load of tapes. This I got from the car boot sale recently. Just bits and bobs, so I'm going to try and get through all of this. We've been doing quite well at doing that recently. We've been getting through a lot of kind of, you know, bits of this, bits of that, toys and just random things that have kind of piled up a bit. And right here we have Skylanders. We've been sorting them out. These are all sorted into bundles now. A lot of them are already listed, or maybe half, something like that, are already listed. And then this is the rest of them. I've got some Teletubbies, need a little bit of a clean before I list them. This stuff is photographed, I just need to get measurements before I put them away. And then here is loads and loads of Playmobil, which I'll give you a little look at in a minute when I get around to doing it. So down here we have all those Now albums that I picked up recently. These are all photographed, but there's a few I want to test, so I want to test them all. So I've dug out a CD player to test them with. I forgot I even had this, to be honest. And we've sorted through all this Playmobil. We've got loads of different sets going on. It's mostly like knights and pirates. But there's also like a load of little random bits. It took ages to go through all this stuff, but we managed to find some really good stuff amongst it all. I only paid, I think it was £6 for the lot, and it had some of the Chap May stuff, a bit like the Lanard stuff, a couple of pieces of that which are quite sought after. I think this is a Lanard dinosaur. Good quality, good weight to that. But everything else is Playmobil. As I say, mixture of all sorts. £6. This is gonna do pretty well. The cheapest set is gonna be at least £10, and then we've got some sets that have a lot of different characters and a load of accessories. It's all characters and accessories really. There's no like big buildings or cars or anything like that. It's all just characters and accessories, but that, most of the time, that is what you want when it comes to toys like this. So I am gonna crack on, get some of this stuff photographed. So that's it for part one of this vlog style video. In the next video there'll be a lot more what's sold and a bit of other stuff as well. So stick around for that. That'll be out in just a few days time, and then after that we will get back to the usual kind of videos once I'm allowed back out into the world. Cheers for watching, guys. Your support is always appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.